well, hopefully you already have respect before you came there, so it's a little bit easier because right when you talk, you want them to listen. And if you don't have that respect, if you're new, they don't understand, and they go in one ear and out the other. Or if you have that respect already, that's great, and usually you want that. But if you don't have that yet, you got to build it up, and you got to be genuine, and you got to be trustworthy, you got to be sincere, and you got to outwork your athletes. And that means I tell athletes to be the first one there. You know, if you want to be the most dedicated, you got to be the most hardworking athlete there, and you got to be the last one to leave, and vice versa. So it's like all of a sudden, well, I can't let my athletes outwork me. I'm the coach. I'm responsible. So I'm going to make sure that they see a very hard-working, trustworthy, respectable guy that is sincere about them, and that they look at and says, this guy really wants me. You've got to develop him. It takes time. And that means you can't just all of a sudden they see that you're sneaking out of practice early, or you're not coming to practice, or you're late, or all of a sudden you get in trouble, or just reputation. You've got to be on your game if you want to be a great coach, or even a good coach, because a lot of people analyze you as a coach, especially you, because they're turning this kid over to you. And I tell you what, even though I never really have been a youth coach, except for camps and all those kind of things, I just believe that I had an opportunity as a kid myself to be in that situation, which is pretty good.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills in the Folk Style Tour of America. The 2013 Dominating the Dells will be held Saturday, March 16th in the Wisconsin Dell Center at Chula Vista Resort. Be sure to visit the water parks after the event. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Humans. Even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills at the USA Wrestling Clifton Athletic Folk Style Nationals. Become a national champion. Head to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on April 5th and 6th to compete against the best wrestlers in the country. Last year's event featured 1,200 cadet and junior wrestlers from 32 states on 26 mats. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Visit ForzaByKemp.com for revolutionary nutritional products formulated specifically for wrestlers. That's ForzaByKemp.com. I'm World Champion Wrestler Lee Kemp. Check out my revolutionary products at ForzaByKemp.com.
Growing up, my parents always tried to teach me about sportsmanship. It was a little bit tough at first being a kid. I always cried after every loss. I would go hide under the bleachers. My parents have to come and find me after my matches. So sportsmanship is tough to teach to little kids, especially when all you want to do is win and get the biggest trophy. So it was tough for me. My parents always told me to be fair, shake hands after every match, and just make this fun.
The 2013 U.S. Open Wrestling National Championships is heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada, April 17th through the 20th. See all of wrestling's greatest stars battle to see who will be this year's champion. Men's freestyle, men's Greco-Roman, women's freestyle, and Fila Junior. Don't miss the 2013 U.S. Open, April 17th through the 20th at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Visit www.usopenwrestling.com to get all your info. ASICS is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
Humans. One day we're coming up with the theory of relativity, the next, not so much. But that's okay. You're covered with great ideas like optional better car replacement from Liberty Mutual Insurance. Total your car and we give you the money to buy one a model year newer. Learn about it at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The 2013 World Team Trials for both juniors and seniors will be held June 20th through the 23rd in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is your chance to see national champs, world medalists, Olympians, all competing to see who will represent the U.S. at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and the FILA Junior World Championships in Sofia, Bulgaria. Visit www.theworldteamtrials.com for all your ticketing and travel information. K6 is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
When I get parents for the first time, never seen wrestling in their life, and it happens every year. I have a parent meeting and I sit them down and I say, all right, you're gonna drop your kid off, we're gonna have control for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever the practice is. So you're not gonna say a word, you're gonna sit over the side or you'll be out. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be disciplined, but it's gonna teach your kids a lot later on in life, and you'll thank me later on. I mean, I can't thank my coaches enough for how disciplined I am in my life. Not just wrestling, my whole life. It's because of wrestling, and I think it teaches kids life lessons more than anything. And that's what I tell them I'm going to do. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make sure it's fun for our little kids. They're little kids. I got 6 years old to 13-year-olds, so I got to have fun with them. And, we have fun. We get along well. We play some games, but when it gets down to time, it's going to be hard. After a couple months, parents love it. Kids are, yes sir, no sir, and doing whatever they have to do. Very respectful. I teach a lot of respect. That's a big thing I was brought up with. I think some kids have lost that, which is what I can do. I gotta make sure they respect everyone and not disrespect them.
Well, hopefully you already have respect before you came here, so it's a little bit easier because right when you talk, you want them to listen. If you don't have that respect, if you're new and they don't understand, and they go in one ear and out the other, or if you have that respect already, that's great. And usually you want that. But if you don't have that yet, you got to build it up. And you got to be genuine, and you got to be trustworthy, you got to be sincere, and you got to outwork your athletes.
I was just gonna say that.
Tell athletes, be the first one there. If you want to be the most dedicated, you got to be the most hardworking athlete there, and you got to be the last one to leave, and vice versa. So it's like all of a sudden, I can't let my athletes outwork me. I'm the coach. I'm responsible. So make sure that they see a very hard, trustworthy, respectable guy that is sincere about that, and that they look at and say, this guy wants me. You got to develop it. It takes time, and that means you can't just all of a sudden they see that you're sneaking out of practice early, or you're not coming to practice, or you're late, or all of a sudden you get in trouble, or this reputation. One great coach, or even a good coach, because a lot of people have issues, especially you, because they're turning this kid over to you. And I'll tell you what, even though I never really had been a youth coach, except for camps and all those kind of things, I truly believe that I had an opportunity as a kid myself to be in that situation, which was pretty good.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills in the Folk Style Tour of America. The 2013 Dominating the Dells will be held Saturday, March 16th in the Wisconsin Dell Center at Chula Vista Resort. Be sure to visit the water parks after the event. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Humans. Even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills at the USA Wrestling Clifton Athletic Folkstyle Nationals. Become a national champion. Head to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on April 5th and 6th to compete against the best wrestlers in the country. Last year's event featured 1,200 cadet and junior wrestlers from 32 states on 26 mats. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Visit ForzaByKemp.com for revolutionary nutritional products formulated specifically for wrestlers. That's ForzaByKemp.com. I'm World Champion Wrestler Lee Kemp. Check out my revolutionary products at ForzaByKemp.com.
I would put that. I don't think that's always the case. I think they would. I think anybody that pays attention fee. Yeah, but all you got to do is anybody that will pay attention to, they'll do it. Like that.
Parents always told me, be fair, don't shake hands after every match.
The 2013 U.S. Open Wrestling National Championships is heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada, April 17th through the 20th. See all of wrestling's greatest stars battle to see who will be this year's champion. Men's freestyle, men's Greco-Roman, women's freestyle, and Fila Junior. Don't miss the 2013 U.S. Open, April 17th through the 20th at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Visit www.usopenwrestling.com to get all your info. ASICS is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
Humans. One day we're coming up with the theory of relativity, the next, not so much. But that's okay. You're covered with great ideas like optional better car replacement from Liberty Mutual Insurance. Total your car and we give you the money to buy one a model year newer. Learn about it at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The 2013 World Team Trials for both juniors and seniors will be held June 20th through the 23rd in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is your chance to see national champs, world medalists, Olympians all competing to see who will represent the U.S. at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and the FILA Junior World Championships in Sofia, Bulgaria. Visit www.theworldteamtrials.com for all your ticketing and travel information. ASICS is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
I'm not getting parents for the first time. Never seen wrestling in my life. I have a parent meeting and I sit down and I say, all right, drop your kid off, we're going to have control for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever the practice is. So you're not going to say a word. You're going to sit over the side or you're going to be out. It's going to be hard. It's going to be disciplined. It's going to teach your kids a lot later on in life. Thank you later on. I can't thank my coaches enough for how disciplined I am in my life. Not just wrestling, my whole life. It's because of wrestling. And I think it teaches kids life lessons. That's what I come up with. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make sure it's fun for our little kids. They're little kids. I got 6 years old, 13 years old. So I got to have fun with it. And, we have fun. We get along real well. We play some games. But when you get down to time, it's going to be hard. And I can let them know that. After a couple months, parents love it. Kids are yes sir, no sir, doing whatever they have to do, and very respectful. I teach a lot of respect. That's a big thing I was brought up with. I think some kids have lost that. That's what I think make sure they respect that.
Well, hopefully you already have respect before you came there, so it's a little bit easier because right when you talk, you want them to listen. If you don't have that respect,
Ford versus
they don't
Kazakhstan.
understand, and they go in one ear and out the other. Or if you have that respect already, that's great. You want that. But if you don't have that yet, you got to build it up. And you got to be genuine, and you got to be trustworthy. You got to be sincere. And you got to outwork your athletes. Tell athletes, the first one there, you want to be the most dedicated, you got to be the most hardworking athlete there, the last one to leave, and vice versa. So it's like, all of a sudden,
I'll tell you this, but easy to follow on the Mad Dog TV show.
On hand B will be US 18-4.
This is broadcast. This is webcasting right now. Commercials.
Once again, there, let's go ahead and get started.
And then I'll switch this over here. When the matches will be on. Yep. Do you guys have hard drives? If you had hard drives, I have files I can just drop it on your hard drive.
They see that you're sneaking out of practice early, or you're not coming to practice, and you're late, or all of a sudden you get in trouble, or just reputation.
4 versus Kazakhstan.
Great coach, or even a good coach, because a lot of people.
Just give me your book and I'll sign it.
Especially turning this kid over to you. Tell you what.
Yeah, I don't have a pen. Let me. You have pins. You have a pen? Give me down. Back ready? Oh, I'm sorry. What on it? Thank you. Where's this? Calendar right now. Is that Costa's time? Verona. Verona's red. Change this off. Verona, hang on. Do it. Yep.
Crap, I'm gonna hit record here.
What?
There we go, we're good. Verona versus... All right, fans, we're back here at the 2013 Jack Pinto Cup. This is session 2, wrestling here on mat number 2. This is USA 4 versus Kazakhstan. Last time Team Kazakhstan was here, they put a beating on Team USA 2. Hopefully for a much better result with Team USA 3 or 4 here. Wrestling for Team USA, that is in the red, that is Isaiah Verona. Wrestling in the blue, that's Nursultan Kamarzaev.
One blue.
Winning that first period is Nursultan Kamarzaev. Verona's getting coaching from his coach Rob Herman from the USAC, and coach's education, that's Cody Bickley at USA Wrestling, is in charge of this coach's education. Those looking for being bronze certified, that's a guy that you'd go to. Silver certification and maybe one day a gold certification. Cody's the guy to talk to. You're watching a feed on mat number 1. That is USA Team 3 versus Japan.
One blue.
Kamarzaev overpowering Verona here early on the second period. Takedown leads 1-0. There will not be a 30-second clinch here.
Center.
Kamarzaev looks like he might have bit his tongue or...
Center, let's go. Make him wrestle. Let's go. Blood. I'm swallowed. Let's go. Not kids. Excuse me. Hey.
Kamarzaev, a little bit of blood time here. Bit his lip or bit his tongue.
Don't let him wipe down.
This is the third dual meet for Kazakhstan. They, as I mentioned before, they beat Team USA number 2 quite handily. Then they wrestled Team 1 from the United States. And I believe Team 1 took it to Kazakhstan in that dual meet. Those are quite exciting. He had some power bombs from Kendrick Sanders, something that's coming quite common with his wrestling. He had a very competitive heavyweight match between Robbie Smith and their multiple bronze medalist, 120, Tenalaev. Kazakhstan comes to the Colorado Springs for the Dave Schultz quite commonly, and they do bring their best wrestlers most of the time. Very, very tough team. Isaiah Verona working deep, trying to get any kind of position here on Kamarzaev. Once again, this is the 2013 Jack Pinto Cup. This is presented by Kiki Kelly and Morgan Stanley. Winning the straight periods from Kazakhstan will be Nursultan Kelmerzaev or Isaiah Voronov, Team USA number 4. Hard-fought match there for Kelmerzaev.
Done over.
Here. Yep. Okay.
It's good?
All right, wrestling here. Second match, 60 kilos. Wrestling for the United States, team number 4 is Joey Dunova. His opponent, the blue from Kazakhstan, is Nurgaliyem Kwandik. Not quite sure of the correct pronunciation. The way you see it spelled in English is not always the way it's correctly pronounced. One of those things that happens when you translate Russian Cyrillic letters into English. The way Nurgaliyem was pronounced was Kwandik, and I'll stick with that. Hopefully that's as close as I'll get and without butchering his name. Kwandik using a bull rush push out, scoring a point against Joey Dunova here early on in the first period. Halfway through the first period, actually. Winning that first period by a score 1-0, Kwandik. As we're zooming in, couldn't happen to notice that Joey Dunova has got a Japanese single. I believe that means power, and the only reason I recognize that, it used to be on the drum set of Eric Carr, the former drummer for Kiss. Back in the 80s and early 90s, Eric Carr died, unfortunately, in the early 90s of cancer. But I do remember the power symbol from Japan on his drum sets. If anybody knows me, I am a big Kiss fan, so I can answer a whole lot of those questions. Come to think of it, Joey DeNova wasn't even born when Eric Carr passed away. Messed up by a couple months according to his birth date on my stat sheet here. Starting to feel old. Here we go with another bull rush for Quandique. Looking for a lateral drop. Had no power into that. Still able to nearly get a Joey DeNova in danger. I mean, he was in bad position to be throwing a lateral drop from that. There was no load on that throw whatsoever, but then that kind of shows that the guy's got some strength to him. Here we go. We're in that 30-second range. Looks like our scorekeeper had stopped the time a little early there. Oh. Going to reset the clock here at 30 seconds. Or those. Joey DeNova being one for. Oh. Quandique's anxious to get into this match too. Here we go. He's got those arms deep in there. He's got both elbows locked in there. Kind of hard to stop a guard wrench when you get them in that deep. 4-0 right now. And that's going to be it. That's going to be a 6-point lead. Tech fall in the second period for Quandique. It'll only be a 3-0 classification point for Kazakhstan, but they will be up on the United States, team number 4, 6-0.
Yes. No, 1-0 and 6-0. You're right. I knew that, but I didn't know you were from Chicago. Want to go, Pinto? We're all I go out next when it comes in. You're out on there. No, remember, I'm from Chicago. Exactly. You're judging? Yeah. How you whistling? Going there. I think my fans. What? Yeah. Get dressed. Get dressed. Huh? Hold on. Really? Whoa. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Yep. We got elbows.
Back in the action here at 66 kilos, first period. Wrestling red, Nick Alvarez. Alvarez hails out of Miami, Florida. Wrestles for the USAEC in Northern Michigan. That's in Marquette. He's 20 years old. Wrestling in the blue, that's Ashit Zanbarov. Kind of hard time pronouncing that first name. Be right back.
Why?
Because I like to pretend I'm doing stuff, not actually do stuff.
You know what we call it? Где Анатолий? О.
2, Zonbarov winning that first period against here and against Alvarez. Nice duck under there by Nick Alvarez. And a gut wrench. He's got a trapped arm gut wrench. He's trying to rack up the points. Up 3-0. Not going to be able to improve his situation from the parterre position. They get called up into the neutral position by Mo Bobby, Matt official. 2-on-1 by Zonbarov. He's going to be looking for some kind of throw attempt here. Can't get Alvarez out of position. Trying to get him unbalanced. Alvarez is going to win the second period, 3-0. We're tied up 1 period apiece. What's the score of the first period? Back at the action here, period 3 at 66 kilos. Third and decisive period between Alvarez and Zonbarov. Zonbarov, of course, is in the blue, wrestling for Kazakhstan. Nice shuck by, can he score from it? Can't score yet, but he's going to go behind for 1. Nice shuck move there. It's something that you'd seen from one of the Satives in freestyle, especially Bavosa. Made him killing out of that back in his younger days. I don't know how many times I've seen that in Greco, but it's definitely a rare move you see in Greco. Alvarez had his hand a little bit tied up in the singlet of Zonbarov. Well, Bobby walking over there, knocking the singlet out of his hand. Wasn't an intentional singlet grab, just kind of had his finger caught in it. Short time here for Alvarez. He's got about 35 seconds here. See if he can hit one of those another nice duck unders he did earlier. He's got to be careful. He's leaning and he's not in position here. He's not in a strong position. That underhook by Zonbarov's gives him the advantage here in position. Ooh, nice try at a high dive there by Zonbarov. Again, working on those double unders. versus trying to work the double overs is a very tough score from that position against a very experienced Greco-Roman wrestler. And he's going to lose this 1-0 to Zambrov, and that will be a 3-1 classification win for Kazakhstan. They're going to be up 9-1 against Team USA 4. We'll be moving on here to 74 kilos. Just from the United States will be Tanner Andrews. Rishpov coming up here for Kazakhstan. Yeah, it's on there. It's on there before. Maksa Yurishpov of Kazakhstan is taking on Tanner Andrews. Yurishpov is in the blue suit. Andrews is in the red. Last time we had Andrews over here on mat number 2. He had a nice fall. Pin, which way you want to call it. If you see Jason Bryant, make sure you call it a pinfall. Yurishpov had the stronger position there, but he stepped out, incidentally, giving 1 point to Tanner Andrews there. Working on a cinch headlock here. We're looking for some body position. Gonna give up a takedown. Got to give it to the kid for trying to do something. He's got to work on his defense on the part here, though. Yurishpov has got the advantage here with the last point scored. Fifty-five seconds remain in the first period. We're tied at 1, but Yurishpov has got the advantage. Twenty seconds remain here. Tanner Andrews got to push the action. He's Yurishpov is going to walk away in the first period with a 1-1 win by criteria. chair?
No,
I think those ones are. Try to see if there's a way we can get our tripods on the floor. Back to the action here at 74 kilos. Had a bit of a situation with Andrew's wrist where he needed tape. Once again, coming out aggressive. Working that front headlock. Trying to keep Yershapov out of unbalanced. Unsuccessful throw attempt, but he does give up one. Yershapov looks like he's got a bit of a hamstring or knee tweaked off that. Looks more like a hamstring. Cramp, probably. Doesn't look like he's in too much pain, just a bit of a discomfort.
That was him. That was your own kid.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what the injury is here. They were looking at his thigh earlier. Now looks like they're checking the stability of his knee. I don't know if they're. Looks like he's still grabbing the back of his lower hamstring area. Don't think it was a knee injury. I think it might have been a muscle pull or cramp or something going on here. Currently, we got the trainer out there, plus with the constant coach that speaks both English and Russian, doing the translation. Looks like we're going to have an injury default here. I don't know how severe the injury was, but I think with this just being more of a friendly competition between our U.S. teams and the Kazakhstan and Japan and Sweden and Lithuania, we don't want to let everybody hurt, and he's probably trying to save, get himself set for next weekend's Dave Schultz Memorial. I do say friendly, these guys do want to win, but at the same time, they don't want to risk themselves into something that could be a more severe injury than what they don't know if there's a pulled hamstring or what the ordeal is. Hopefully Yuri Shapov is going to be all right, and we'll see him next week. Hopefully you'll all be watching, as we'll be webcasting all 4 matches. 3 days straight. There'll be women's, Greco-Roman, and freestyle. Each style will have their own day, and each style will have 4 mats. You have quite a few Olympians wrestling in all 3 styles, including medalists, and some of them are here today. For as friendly as this tournament is, there is a lot of high caliber athletes here today, some of the best in the world. As we're here at 84 kilos, Ethan Donglinger is wrestling, who normally wrestles 96 kilos, but he's moved down a weight. One of those strange things that happens here in a friendly wrestling duel, that, you can move down a weight somehow. His opponent in the blue, Alja Zur Azdariev. It's not the way I'd like to pronounce it, but the K and H do not make the K sound that I usually like to make when we're speaking in English, but it's more of a cha sound to it. So I think it's El Shazur Azdeev on a throw attempt there for Azdeev, and a gut wrench. He may be outsized by Donglinger, but he's definitely not being out-muscled here. And we're going to have another 2-point and a 2-point. That's going to be a tech fall here at 84 kilos. 7-0. Man, that was impressive. Cody Bickley and Rob Herman to give Donglinger a little bit more heads up about taking a little easier on a smaller guy. And here he goes. Period number 2 is 84 kilos. So far, Azdeev has definitely been the aggressor and the more dominant wrestler between these two. Once again, wearing those Fila shoes. Not the world governing body, but the brand name. It's going to take a while for me to get used to seeing something like that on a wrestling mat. Donlinger doing much better than he did in that second or first period. As he had to be scored upon. I'm not sure who false started that one, but Don Tone is the mad official out there. Donlinger's going to make sure he's got good defense here. Does not allow that gut wrench attack. He got destroyed with that in the first period. Ozdiev is a lot more stronger. He's going to use this reverse body lock, trying to flip him over. He won it with a move like that earlier. Donlinger going to win with the second period, 1-0. Great defense by Ethan. Ozdiev not very happy with himself. That's definitely an unorthodox reverse body lock. Usually you see people tilt from the other direction, but he was going like in the... Here we go. Third and deciding final or period here. 84 kilos. One period apiece. Ozdiev does have 7 technical points to Donlinger's 1. Should this go to a third 30-second clinch, Ozdiev will have the decision to make whether he wants to go up or down. Both wrestlers in the third period just battling for any kind of position. Ozdiev kind of seems like he's just trying to get Donlinger to be out of position so he can snap him. He's trying to keep him unbalanced. I think Donlinger's trying to out-muscle him. He's not really having much success.
4. 5.
Lose decision here.
Joyce blue.
Ozdiev's going to choose down. Oh, he's choosing up. A little confusion. Usually when you see a wrestler do that, like in high school or collegiate, going down, that means they're going down. European, I guess, they're European, Asian, international guys, they're just showing you where they want their opponent at. And again with that gut wrench, he is dominating with it. He's going to get a technical foul with this. This will be a 4-1 classification win for Kazakhstan. United States will get 1 point because Donlinger did score a point during the match. Second period with that holding up with the defense. Ozdiev did win 2 periods by a 6-point difference. That is a technical fall. Moving on to 96 kilos here. See that we got Charles Fish up here. And wrestling for Kazakhstan, Zanarbek Kabdalov. Zanarbek Kabdalov, 2011 World Team member. 2009 was a Junior World Team member. Bronze medalist at the Junior Asian Championships in 2009. He is 23 years old. Charles Fish with the bull rush. Knocking Kabdalov out of bounds with the push out. Fish not a finesse wrestler, but definitely a power wrestler here. Front headlock with Charles Fish, looking to lock this tight. Score some more points here. He's got a minute. He could do something with this. He's got to get his hips tight into here. He's pulling a singlet. Kabdalov. He's going to be warned. That might be a caution on one. Wasn't an incidental grabbing the singlet. Both the judge and the chairman concur. Well, the chairman obviously has to concur, being that it was agreed by both the judge and the mat official that it was a caution on one. A caution could be warned if this game comes down to a period. This period becomes tied. 25 seconds remaining in the first period. So again, I'm trying to figure if that's, I believe it's an Arabic. Could also be Shinarbik. Charles Fish won in the first period 2-0. There's the push out and with the caution on one.
I saw that. It was, Pat could not see it.
Stand corrected on the caution one that was not agreed upon with the judge on the far side. I guess he did not see the single pull. But he had agreed with the mat official, but the chairman did concur with the mat official as it was right in front of him. Very similar to how you're seeing this action at home. Chairman is to your left. So you pretty much sees pretty much the same angle as everybody at home is seeing on the mat.tv here. So again, wrestling fans, if you're looking to webcast your own events and you'd like to have these scores embedded into your video with the overlays, so I highly suggest you get in contact with not only Track Wrestling for running an event or your dual meet, but you get in contact with Wrestling Video Solutions, run by Adam Finn. He's got some great new technology that'll be coming out soon, making it very much more simple. This technology has definitely made this a lot easier for us at USA Wrestling for video review and for webcasting and bringing all this stuff here at the Colorado Springs to everybody across the nation and also across the world who have access to internet. Looks like we're going to go into a 30-second clinch here. Fish is down. Kabdalov has got a score here. Ooh, a little quick on the action there. Fish has got to keep on moving. He's got to roll over those hands. Doesn't want to let Kadalov get a good grip here. Kadalov's looking, trying to cinch up front. No. He's going to win this match. Good match for Charles Fish. He's going to get another 3 points. And no points will be coming Kazakhstan way because they didn't score in this match. So it's going to be 10-13. USA is only down by 3 going to the heavyweight. We get a upset here by Parker Betts. Not going to be easy as he's got that world 2-time bronze medalist coming up. But USA team number 2 is a lot more fight in them. We saw earlier from team USA 4. Tenalayev wrestling the blue. Big Kazakhstan guy. Athletic. 2-0 on the day. Beat Toby Erickson here earlier, then across on the other side when they were wrestling. Matt won after that dual meet. He beat Robbie Smith. Tenalayev has got that over under. I think he's looking for a fall here early on. Parker Betts. Sorry, that's Ches Betts. His younger brother is Parker. There's a bit of a size difference between Parker and Ches, but they do look alike. Tenalayev showing his power there. He's just pretty much a snap Betts right to the mat. Parker Betts is being pushed out of bounds. A 4-0 lead for Tenalayev. Snap down, back down, 5-0. Doesn't look like he's interested in trying anything at this moment. I think he wants to finish from his feet. Tenalayev is pretty patient with while he's wanted to score here. And that's going to win the period, 6-0. It's a tech fall in period number 1 for Nurmurkhan Tenalayev, Kazakhstan. Parker Betts is taking some advice from Brandon Paulson, a great coach from Minnesota. Great wrestler back on the day too. Excellent high school wrestler. It's like a little bit, had some success in college, All-American with the Gophers in Minnesota, but definitely a heck of a career international. Silver medalist at the Olympics in '96, 2001 world silver medalist. For years, he had great battles with Sean Sheldon. Both the guys were representing the lower weight. Later on, he had pretty good competition with the late Lindsey Durlacher. It was not until after Paulson retired that Durlacher started making the team. Parker's is being overpowered here by Tenalayev. Much bigger individual. Older, stronger. Parker Betts is just a kid still. I feel his only choice right here would be to try to use the momentum that Tina Lviv comes in after him and try to some kind of throw tip and hopefully he could get a fall out of that. I mean, that would be my coaching ability with him in this match. Time he's getting snapped down, you can tell is that he's just not balanced. Can't get good position here in Tina Lviv. He's got 25 seconds. Tina Lviv seems like he's quite content with a 1-0 lead. Parker Betts, I mean, you're young, you got to try something. This bull rush, we're trying something here. Got overextended, got unbalanced, and kind of went straight down. Tina Lviv is going to get the 2-0 win. It won't be a tick fall here, but it will be a 3-0 classification point win for Kazakhstan. The final score on this dual meet is going to be 16-10 for Kazakhstan over Team USA number 4, I believe.
Except for hands and all those kind of things. I just believe that I had an opportunity as a kid myself to be in that situation, which is pretty good.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills in the Folk Style Tour of America. The 2013 Dominating the Dells will be held Saturday, March 16th in the Wisconsin Dell Center at Chula Vista Resort. Be sure to visit the water parks after the event. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
What's that? Yeah, it is. Yeah. You just got to hear the commercial.
Humans, even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills at the USA Wrestling Cliff Teen Athletic Folk Style Nationals. Become a national champion. Head to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on April 5th and 6th to compete against the best wrestlers in the country. Last year's event featured 1,200 cadet and junior wrestlers from 32 states on 26 mats. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
Visit ForzaByKemp.com for revolutionary nutritional products formulated specifically for wrestlers. That's ForzaByKemp.com. I'm World Champion Wrestler Lee Kemp. Check out my revolutionary products at ForzaByKemp.com.
Growing up, my parents always tried to teach me about sportsmanship. You know, it was a little bit tough at first. Being a kid, always cried after every loss. I would go hide under the bleachers. My parents had to come.
All right, fans, we're back here at mat number 2, getting ready for the 6th dual meet of the day. This one featuring, once again, Team USA number 4. Wrestling that red, that is Isaiah Verona. Wrestling in the blue is Tsubasa Ogata of Japan. One point for Ogata with the push out. got out the 1-0 lead has definitely still been a lot more aggressive than Verona, who needs to score here. Got not trying anything high risk at the moment. Keeping that underhook, keeping position. Verona looks like he's just more frustrated that he can't get in with anything. Verona's got to come in here. He's got to control the hands. He's got to control the momentum here. This is all Ogata right now. Ogata's just not really trying anything. He's just get the underhook in there, pushing away from it. He'll grab a 2-on-1, control that, push away. Can't really call a pass or, fleeing the hold or anything that way, but he's not going to do anything that's going to cost him a match or get scored upon that's going to cost him the period here. .30 seconds remaining here. Once again, just like the first period, Ogata has got the lead, doesn't really need to push the action. He's just doing every bit of action that he needs to do that's not going to get him called for fleeing the hold. But Zaya's got to take the opportunity to be the more aggressor, to try to push the action here. He's got nothing to lose. It's kind of the situation where you see someone like Ellis Coleman would, try that flying squirrel, or, you got nothing to lose. You got to go for something. Just dancing around is just not going to do it, and that's where our young guys have got to learn. Winning straight periods, 1-0, both periods from Japan. Tsubasa Ogata of Japan. It's going to increase the lead for Japan up to 6-0.
we looking for? No.
Chris Mullins to the head table, please. Chris Mullins to the head table.
Just gotta refresh. Hey. Kuramoto. So what was Green's last name? That's what? What blue? Two blue. Three blue. 10. 6-0. 10 fall.
There were 2 gut wrenches.
That's good. Chris. Who's over there? That's what it was. Yep, that's what it was. I don't know if that needed to be. It's recording?
Yep.
Okay. Scoring that first period was 1, 2, 2, 3 for a total of 8-0.
All right, back here at 60 kilos. Kamoi of Japan. Getting some nasty moves on Dmitry Rabashinsky. That's going to be a fall. Dmitry Rabashinsky moving from Team 3 to Team 4 due to an injury to Joey Denova. Not really much success here over in Team 4. You got spanked in the first period 8-0 and gave up 5 points before giving up the fall. This is a strong showing for Masakazu Kamoi of Japan, winning 5 points for Team Japan. .66 kilos. Japan's currently leading this dual meet 8-0. Nick Alvarez wrestling in the red for Team USA. Wrestling in the blue from Japan is Hideyuki Odazumi. Itoy Zumi not wasting any time, scoring right off the bat. Nice arm throw attempt there by Oda Izumi. 1 point only scored on that. He set that up nicely with the change of direction. Ten seconds remaining here. Alvarez trying something. Down 2-0. Otoya Izumi is going to come away with a 2-0 lead. He's even trying with a front headlock there. Wasn't cinched hard enough. But he's walking away with a first period win. Alvarez did come out here wrestling. He did try to score some moves, but he wasn't able to execute those moves. Just like he did in an earlier match, Alvarez is using that overhook and trying to set up like a modified duck under. Looks like he tries to hit it when his opponent is trying to over pursue him. For those at home are wondering why that match still wasn't stopped there and 1 point given to Alvarez, you have to have your foot completely in the blue, out of bounds. Nice high dive there for Odazumi. But his foot was on the line. Both of them actually were on the line. But in order for you to be considered out of bounds or stepped for a pushed out, one foot must be completely out of bounds. Must be in that blue zone. Same thing if your head's out of bounds in that blue zone, that's considered push out. 2 hands were needed for push out. You'd have one hand out in the blue zone, but for push out to be considered, you have to have both of them out. Toizumi just snaps him down, gets behind for one. Just like in the first period, he's up 2-0. Short time here, Alvarez has just got to go as hard as he can here. Try something to throw. Five seconds here. And that's going to be it for this dual meet. At 66 for Nick Alvarez. Hideyuki Odazuma from Japan is going to win 2-0, 2-0. That's straight periods. It's another 3-0 win classification point wise for Japan. They're going to all be up 11-0. Moving on to 74 kilos. Wrestling the red, Tanner Andrews, and wrestling the blue, that is going to be Toyuki Shimizu.
Yep.
Nice arm spin by Tanner Andrews. Now he's looking for a fall. He had a fall earlier today. We need Team USA number 4 is going to need this fall here. They're down by 11 points.
Yes.
All confirmed by the chairman. Agrees with the mat official. That's going to be a five-point lead, or 5-point win for Team USA 4. They're only down all by 6 going the last 3 periods. Here we go. We're going out to 84 kilos. Wrestling the red is Charles Fish. Went for the name of blue.
He's 82 kilos. Is the Japanese coach asking?
Olsen, Herman.
Maybe a step in.
You might. He doesn't want him to wrestle the 96 kilo.
Okay. Well, I think we got 296.
You don't want him to wrestle the 96 kilo guy?
Okay. 296.
He's 96.
What about the safety rope?
No, 84.
Good?
Good.
He said good.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. Sorry about that, folks. Had a catch with Japan was kind of questioning the size of the U.S. guy, which, you know, he is bigger than an 84 kilo guy. But we're also agreed that he'll take on the bigger guy. Once again, this is a friendly tournament. A lot of these guys are younger. Once again, Charles Fish, not a finesse wrestler, but definitely a good power wrestler here. $15 seconds here to go. Charles Fish keeps his 1-0 lead. 15 seconds here to go. Charles Fish is going to lead this one period, none, against Masayuki Amano. Another push out for Charles Fish here. Using the size advantage against his smaller opponent, Amano from Japan. Winning 2 straight periods, both by the score of 1-0 and 84 kilos. Charles Fish for the United States, team number 4. It's going to close the gap. It's going to be now 11-8 for Japan, leading Team USA 4. Moving on to 96 kilos, wrestling the red will be Ethan Donlinger. His opponent in the blue, wrestling for Japan, Yamamoto.
Would you do me a favor? On this side, right by the bottle when you got water, I left that down.
That's Yusuke Yamamoto, Japan, wrestling the blue.
It's on this side, right towards the end. Time.
Going to the 30-second clinch. Nobody scored here in the first period. Dowlinger will be on top. Yamamoto will be trying his best to protect himself from being turned into danger. Be interesting how that went. And official says 2 for red. Judge agrees 2. And Japan says, I don't think so. Be right back, folks. We're in the challenge. Anybody else? Ready?
Go again, go again.
The only thing that could have been
Out. Red's driving, red's driving, red's driving. Two red. One more broke, one more.
No, I mean, I don't think red.
Question is, did he do anything to get it? No, the other guy
It's all red to me.
It's all red. Blue didn't do anything to deserve that.
Interesting how that went.
So the only thing that could be is
Two red, that's it. Because, blue didn't do anything.
Here's the results of the challenge. Matt Cheerman says 2 red. Judge says 2. And the chair agrees. It's 2. Dowlinger will get a point for winning, for blue losing the challenge.
4.
Win by a score of 3-0 in the first period will be Ethan Dowlinger.
I could see all three. I could see all three.
Looking like we're going back into that 30-second clinch here in the second period. Nobody scored. Nobody really even established in any kind of position here to be the more aggressor. Dowlinger will be down since it's the second period. He is in the red singlet. Yamamoto has to score here. Good Dowlinger prevent him from scoring. He's going to get 3 points for Team USA, and Japan won't get anything. And we'll be tied at 11 apiece going in 120. Me and Parker Betts will have a chance to win a dual meet here for Team USA 4. Don Linger with good. He's turned. That's changed everything. There you go, folks. Third period, deciding period here, 96 kilos. I believe Donglinger's going to get the decision here to decide if he wants to go up or bottoms, being that he has 3 technical points scored in this match compared to Yamamoto's 2.
Red choice.
And he's choosing down, see if he does better than he did in the second period. Yamamoto was, for the most part, unsuccessful until about 10 seconds left in the second period and broke Donlinger and turned him into danger with the gut wrench. Donlinger's got to continue moving. He can't. He's got to keep that far hip down on those hands. He's got to try to roll over those hands. He's got to look back at that left side and look over the right side. He's got to keep his elbows up the mat. He's got to keep his arms straight. It's going to win it for Donlinger. So it can be a 3-1 classification victory for Team USA 4. They're going to only be down by 1 point going into the final match at 120. It's going to be 11-12 for Japan. Parker Betts has got a chance here to win it for Team USA 4.
What do you say?
Parker Betts wrestling the red for Team USA 4 and wrestling the blue for Japan. That's Katsutoshi Kanazama. It's much earlier than the match previous that he had against the Kazakhstan, Tenelayev, giving up those push-outs way too easily. I don't know if he has a strength advantage against Kanazama, but he's definitely got a size advantage. He's got to use that to his ability to score, keep in bounds. Lemon 12. 35 seconds remaining in the first period. Parker Betts has got to push this action. He's got the chance here to win it for Team USA 4 here. This is the last dual meet of the day for Team Japan and Team USA 4. Looking for the double over. He's looking for a throw here. He's going to try to tip at something. Might be a challenge here. Blue did have their foot out of bounds. Parker Betts coming on strong in the first period. Throw attempt was unsuccessful, but did get Kanazama to step out of bounds. Give 1 point for the step out. Kanazama, or I believe it's actually Kanazawa, according to the back of his singlet. I believe the entry or program has been spelt wrong, but getting the 1 point for a nice bull rush. I know Parker Betts was looking for a throw, but did not have anything loaded here. He's got that over and under. Get that locked up here. Kanazawa is not doing anything to overextend himself and pushing himself towards Betts. He does not have a good position here for that throw. It's one of those situations where you like to see Betts kind of take a page out of Roland Gardner's books where he just starts working his opponents to the point that they get so tired they could be able to push him out of bounds. Here, when you're just leaning on each other, you're not going to really tire your opponent out. These are big boys. You can tire them out by pushing them really hard. Roland Gardner was very successful in his heyday, doing that to just about everybody he faced at the peak of his career. Brandon Paulson yelling at Parker to get to it. He's got 20 seconds here. Pretty much letting him know it's go time. Not official, Pat Cadwater warning Kanazawa about the two hands on the head. All right, we're going to be tied at 1 period apiece. Betts did win the first period 1-1. Kanazawa won the second period 1-0. He does have 2-1 advantage as far as technical points go. Therefore, should it come down to a clinch position, Kanazawa is going to have the decision if he's going to go up or down. Basically got 100 seconds left in this match. See how much Parker Betts wants this for his team here. He's got to want it for himself. He's got to want it for his team here. It looks like Kanazawa is going to get his decision if he wants to be up or down. That's why it was important for Parker Betts to try to push this. Kanazawa is choosing down. That means Betts has to score here. He's got 30 seconds here to win it for Team USA 4. He's got a lock in there. And he's going to get the gut wrench. He's got to wrestle smart here. He's got to keep the action. They will both be called up here momentarily. Got about 10 seconds left. Parker Betts win it for Team USA. Final score is going to be 14-13. Team USA 4 is going to beat Team Japan here. Both teams have wrestled 4 times today. Both are tired. They're going to call it a day and they'll get ready for next weekend's Dave Schultz Memorial. Coming up next, it's going to be Team USA number 2 versus Sweden.
You got one more of these things. You want one? Share with me.
All right, this last one.
I'll take it.
There you go.
The 2013 U.S. Open Wrestling National Championships is heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada, April 17th through the 20th. See all of wrestling's greatest stars battle to see who will be this year's champion. Men's freestyle, men's Greco-Roman, women's freestyle, and Fila Junior. Don't miss the 2013 U.S. Open, April 17th through the 20th at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Visit www.usopenwrestling.com to get all your info. ASICS is the problem.
All right, folks, we're back here. We're not going to wait till 4 o'clock. We're going to just go straight into this second to last dual meet we have here on mat number 2. This is wrestling in the red, Nate Engel. His opponent in the blue from Sweden is Joachim Fagerlund. Arm attempt by Fagerlund. No success there. Not able to execute it. 30-second break. Means we're going into the clinch. Warning on Fagerlund.
Caution one. Caution blue.
Second.
One red.
That's one caution. It's 2 red. Correction, 1 red.
You got 2? Nope. You're right.
Guess I stand corrected. I was right in the first time. 2-0. Winner of the first period by a score of 2-0 from the 2 false starts on Fagerlund will be Nate Engel.
Good call, Chris. Around the block a few times.
Looks like we're heading back to another 30-second clinch here. No score. Nate Engel is going to have to do his best not to get scored upon here. Again, Fagerlund with a false start. Engel just needs 5 seconds here to hold on. He's going to win this in straight periods. 2-0, 1-0. It's going to be a 3-0 classification win for Team USA number 2. They'll lead Sweden 3-0. Coming up next. 60 kilos. I believe this is Frunzi Bartonian. And Gunnels will be wrestling in the red. It's Julian Gunnels, wrestling for Team USA 2. Frunzi Bartonian, Armenian name once again for Sweden. Rudian with a nice front headlock. Gunnels trying his best to get a body lock in there. Counter. Well, that action, nobody's scores. Taking a sneak peek down there in mat number 1, it looks like you could see Kendrick Sanders is in the top position against his Lithuanian opponent. Watching that on the webcast, be seeing probably a nice high amplitude throw coming up. Both wrestlers down there in mat 1 are being warned. Bad starts. Looks like you did get a reverse body lock. Here, back here on mat number 2, Harutinian. Swede's down.
1001 and go. Go ahead, come on, get him set, let's go. Get him set, let's go. Same touch and blow the whistle. 2 touches, blow it. Continue. Blow the whistle again. Blow the whistle. Oh no, reset, let's go. Get it right, let's go. Get it right. Come on, guys. 2 touches, blow the whistle.
Rutunian is complaining about the leg position of Gunnels. He's keeping complaining that's what's causing him to jump.
I know, but I mean, that's my only point. But I knew what you were doing. Next time, practice. What's this on? If you start coming down, it's on. It's on there.
Push up for our Rutunian. Gunnels' foot was completely out there. Julian Gunnels is wrestling very aggressive here, trying to get some kind of position here on Hiru Tunian. Yeah, official is calling for fleeing the hold, not confirmed by anybody. You got it back.
Go jetty, jetty. Yeah, I need my pen.
Got it. Oh, shoot. 1 second, brother.
It's okay. Take my money. No pen in this. Did we ask you, John? You're gonna sit here. You need your pen.
One more, so it's been 2. We didn't score. Huh? We didn't score. Oh, we didn't. Yeah. Sean. What makes you remember your name? What? What makes you remember your name? What? You came back, so I figured you know your name. That's why you don't. That's why you don't know. I'm going right with you. The caution. Where's the judge at? Where's your judge?
It's the other guys.
Yeah.
It's Lithuania. It's not there.
Where is this mine or is that?
This is mine.
That's yours?
Yes. And
Yeah. Okay. That one. This must be Chris's. What do I do with mine?
I think that's Chris's.
Oh well, that's fine.
I know what he was doing, Mike. He was doing
crap, yes.
Here we go out at 66 kilos. Wrestling the Reds, Ben Sanchez. United States team number 2. Wrestling the Bluish, Sharer Vardanian. Sweden. After 2 matches, we are tied at 3 apiece between Sweden and the United States team 2.
I gave you 3.
I gave
One blue.
You gave her 2, right?
One blue.
Hold on.
What should be 3 and 1?
I gave it 3. Did you give it 3?
I gave her 1. Tom gave her 2. Should be 3 and 1. Should be this one.
That's what I had.
Yeah, 3 and 1.
Should be 4, 3, 1.
3 blue. 1 blue.
Small conference to make sure that they get their score right. It is 4-0 for Vardanian. Leading here, Ben Sanchez in the first period. 1 minute left in the first period. Throw attempt by Ben Sanchez gets caught in the arm spin. Vardanian gets 2 points. He's going to win straight sets, straight periods.
Let's go to the first period. 1-0.
Wins that match 1-0, 6-0. It is not a tech fall, but he does get a tech fall in the second period. That'll be a 3-0 classification point for Sweden, so they're leading now by a score of 6-3 over the United States team 2.
Scored 1 week later.
Moving on to 74 kilos, wrestling for Team USA 2 is Jake Fisher. His opponent from Sweden will be Christopher Nielsen.
Yeah, so I thought it was.
Nielsen did not wrestle earlier here on mat number 2 for Sweden. He is a 2011 Nordic bronze medalist. In 2012, he placed 3rd at the Christian Holasu tournament. At the Haparanda Cup in 2011, he was 4th. He was also 5th at the Haparanda Cup in 2012. In 2011, at the Christian Holasalu tournament, he was 5th. 50 seconds left to go here in the first period. Nielsen is up by 1. Fisher's got to push the action here if he's got a chance to win in the first period. Christopher Nielsen winning the first period 1-0 over Jake Fisher. Second period, it looks like we're going to be heading into that 30-second clinch. Fisher will be down. Bad start for Fisher. That's his first warning. Nielsen with a nice trapped arm. See if he can get this gut wrench here. Headed driving to one side, switching to the side where Fisher does not have an arm to block. That's going to be a 2-point explosion. 2 blue called. And 1 for red. Here's a final call here. 2 blue. I believe it was 2-1. I'm not positive how that was finally scored. Did red get a point? No. On that last part? That'll be another 3-0 classification win for Sweden. There was no point scored for Team USA. Jake Fisher did not score on that last flurry. Wrestling here at 84 kilos. Team USA, Team 2. That is Peter Hicks, wrestling for Sweden. Is Zahidi Fesnik. Actually, it is Fesnik Zahidi. The names are backwards on the database. Last name is Zahidi. First name Fesnik. Peter Hicks unable to turn Fesnik. Zahidi, last name actually. Zahidi will take a 1-0 win first period. He got thrown and looked like he might have landed out of bounds, but they didn't. Judge called for one. Let's not felt too strongly about it, even though they yelled because they didn't challenge anything.
I saw the kid fly.
.30-second clinch coming up. Peter Hicks is down. Zahidi is up. He has to score here. Should he not, we will continue into the third period. Tied at 1 apiece. That will be one for a correct throw. Hicks did not land in danger, but he was thrown to full rotation. He was lifted off the mat, and he also landed out of balance, too, to boot. Nearly taking out the mat official, Mohammed Bobby. Fiznik Sahidi from Sweden is going to win in straight periods. It's another 3-0 classification win for Sweden, 12-3. 2 more matches to go here. Here we got 96 kilos. Team USA 2 versus Sweden. It's the first time we've seen Frederick shown on this mat. He was a bronze medalist in 2007 at the Junior Worlds, 9th at the 2006 Junior World Championships, silver medalist at the Nordic Championships in 2010, and also a bronze medalist at the Nordic Championships in 2009. 2010, Dave Schultz is 6. He is 25 years old. .36 clutch. Gunarinas needs to score here to win the period. .15 seconds left in the period. Gunarinas needs to push the action here. Not really giving Schoen much of a pressure on top here. Frederick Schoen's going to win that first period 1-0 over Pete Gunarinas at 96 kilos. Frederick showing catching Gunnarinus in a trapped arm gut wrench. Getting another point, 2 points for exposure. Needs one more turn, and that's going to win it. Nope. Schoen stepped out of bounds before trying to execute that third gut wrench. Needs about 15 seconds here. He's up 4-0. Looks like it's going to be another 3-0 classification point win for Sweden. They'll put them up 15-3 against Team USA 2. And that'll end it. We're moving on to heavyweight. Wrestling for the United States will be Toby Erickson. And then we'll also have the Olympic bronze medalist, Johan Uren. Uren in a strong position with the over-under. It's going to be 3 points for blue. For those asking why he's getting the points, they thought that maybe blue line out of bounds first. He started the move inbounds and finished with Toby Erickson on his back. That is a 3-point move, feet to back. Even though he landed out of bounds first, he did finish the move completely. Toby Erickson in danger on his back. And another 3-point move. That's going to be a tech fall for this first period, 6-0. Toby Erickson's have to go over the corner and try to regroup and figure out a better way to attack this giant from Sweden. Toby's not a small guy himself, but he looks small against you.
I agree.
Yep. You're looking for another 3-point throw, and he executes it. You know a guy wants it when he stops a guy from stepping on a bounds so he can throw him. Not only stopped him from stepping on a bounds, came up and launched him. I stand corrected. They gave him 5. That's it. That's a tech fall for the match. 2 threes and a 5. Who says big guys can't throw? All right, guys, we'll be back. The last dual meet tonight starting soon. As soon as the throwing match is done over on mat 1, they'll be coming over here to wrestle Team USA 2. And we'll start that as soon as they're ready to go. See you then.
USA Wrestling's national teams.
Humans. One day we're coming up with the theory of relativity.
He got bonus points because he cleared the whole match over there. Plus,
But the way I saw it, now on top of that, you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, we know we refuse to let them step back out of bounds. It's like, oh, no.
Learn about it at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The 2019 2013 World Team Trials for both juniors and seniors will be held June 20th through the 23rd in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is your chance to see national champs, world medalists, Olympians, all competing to see who will represent the U.S. at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and the FILA Junior World Championships in Sofia, Bulgaria. Visit www.theworldteamtrials.com for all your ticketing and travel information. ASICS is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
When I get parents for the first time, never seen wrestling in their life, it happens. I have a parent meeting and I sit them down and I say, all right, drop your kid off, we're going to have control for an hour and a half practices. So you're not going to say a word. You're going to sit over the side. You're going to be out. It's going to be hard. It's going to be disciplined. It's going to teach your kids a lot later on in life. And you'll thank me later on. I mean, I can't thank my coaches enough for how disciplined I am in my life. Not just wrestling, my whole life. It's because of wrestling. And I think this is, it teaches kids life lessons. And that's what I tell them. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make sure it's fun for our little kids. They're little kids. You know, I got 6 years old to 13. So I got to have fun with them. And, we have fun and we get along really well. We play some games. But when it gets down to time, it's going to be hard. And I can let you know that. After a couple months, parents love it. Kids are, yes sir, no sir, and doing whatever they have to do. And they're very respectful. I teach a lot of respect. That's a big thing I was brought up with. I think some kids have lost that. That's what my kids are. It's a good foundation of respect.
Well, hopefully you have already had respect before you came there, so it's a little bit easier because right when you talk, you want them to listen. If you don't have that respect, if you're new and they don't understand, and they go in one ear and out the other, or if you have that respect already, that's great. Usually you want that. But if you don't have that yet, you got to build it up. You got to be genuine, and you got to be trustworthy, you got to be sincere, and you got to outwork your athletes. I tell athletes, you're the first one there, you have to be the most dedicated. You got to be the most hardworking athlete there, and you got to be the last one to leave, and vice versa. So it's like all of a sudden, well, I can't let my athletes outwork me. I'm the coach. I'm responsible. So I'm going to make sure that they see me very hard-working, trustworthy, respectable guy that is sincere about me, and that they look at and say, this guy, you got to develop him. It takes time, and that means you can't just all of a sudden they see that you're sneaking out of practice early, or you're not coming to practice, or you're late, or all of a sudden you get in trouble, or just reputation. You got to play your game if you want to be a great coach or even a good coach, because a lot of people have an issue as a coach, especially you, because they're turning this kid over to you. And I tell you what, even though I never really had been a coach, except for camps and all those kind of things, I just believe that I had an opportunity as a kid myself to be in that situation, which is pretty good.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills in the Folkstyle Tour of America. The 2013 Dominating the Dells will be held Saturday, March 16th in the Wisconsin Dell Center at Chula Vista Resort. Be sure to visit the water parks after the event. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
I don't care. You know that. Me, it doesn't really matter, brother. I like
Humans. Even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
All right, fans, last dual meet of the day here on mat number 2. Also, they have their last one coming up on mat number 1 over there. Mat 1 has Team USA number 1 versus Sweden. Here we got Team USA 2 versus Lithuania. Wrestling the red, that once again is Nate Engel. W cap wrestler for the Army. Wrestling the blue from Lithuania is Justin Petravicius. Hope I'm getting that correct or even close. Nate Engel early up on Petravicius, 1-0. Another point for Nate Engel.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Looked like they were going for a challenge there. Guess they decided not to.
Of course, it was 1-0.
Determined that last point was a slip throw. Flurry of action there, ends in a 3-point move for Nate Engel as he goes and puts Petravicius to his back, feet to his back, in danger, and goes out of bounds. That's 3 points. Kind of a bonus point. It looked like he was just looking for a push out against Petravicius. Engel looking strong. He's getting a good underhook. He's got the good position here against Petravicius. Late attempt on kind of an arm spin. Weak attempt though. Engel's going to win that. It'll score a 4-0. Looking to jump on board. Team USA 2 come away with a win here against Lithuania. And it struggled against Team Sweden earlier. Lithuania was strong.
I realized it after, and I needed to do Chris goes, no, Chris is right. Chris said it was right. Here. Two is really double ball. Yeah, double that. Knock and drop.
3D action here at the table. There's going to be a challenge from red.
Should be 1 red. All right.
Called it 1 red, and
After
Petravicius is going to request the challenge. We'll take a quick look at it here. Hold on, guys. Do you want to see that all the way through?
Yeah, that was good. Got it. Okay. 1 red. 1 more. And 1 more red. I need the challenge yet. You got the challenge right there. Okay. Accidental.
I just thought maybe I couldn't tell if he started in down to bounds. Checking to see what the call on that was. It was what had happened is that blue stepped out of bounds first. And even though they kind of went to a throw position where it looked like Ingle would have been exposed, they didn't see that Ingle was exposed to that at all. Therefore, he gets the 1 point that he originally called, but he gets another point for Petrovicius not winning. Not winning the challenge. He just gave up another 3-point. Nice throw from a body lock or reverse high gut left to kind of a body lock. Kind of hard to describe that one. All right.
Watch your fingers.
Ten seconds left in this period. Nate Ingle's looking like he's going to get a... And that's just going to end the period anyways. 4 seconds left. Tech fall in the second period. Nate Ingle's going to get a 3-0 classification for Team USA number 2. Ingle. No, that's Spencer Mangle. Wrestling the red is Julian Gunnels. His opponent in the blue from Lithuania is Romanis Degas. And Degas with a nice lateral drop at the edge of the mat. 3 points. Throw attempt by Degas.
One red.
Not a slip throw. Gunnels gets 1. 20 seconds to do something here. He's going for a reverse body lock. Cannot execute from the position. Not improving. Call them both up. 11 seconds remain. Degas winning by a score of 3-1. First period. Both wrestlers an over and under here. Another 3-point throw for DeGis. Gunnels coming in a little too aggressive on that. Once again, DeGis started to throw. He stiffened up, and that just makes it a whole lot easier to throw. Kind of a modified fireman's attempt there in Greco. DeGis is going to get a 1 point for the push-out. Gunnels appears to be injured. Might have got a headbutt. Looking at the reaction for DeGis, I would say that he hit him with his temple. Incidental also. Trainers are making sure there's not a concussion here. Both wrestlers are in parterre position, out of bounds, no points to anybody there. DeGis with another try, a throw with another hip toss type. That's 2 in the past 30 seconds or so he's tried that. Working off a 2-on-1. He knows he's got the match here. Keep him busy and trying to make sure he's not fleeing the hold. DeGis is going to win the second period by a score of 4-0. Another 3-0 win for, correction, that's the first win for Lithuania against Team USA 2. And be tied up 3 apiece. Coming up, 66 kilos. What's Vincatus? Oh, the one that just got done? Yeah. Degas.
And our kid.
That was Julian Gunnels.
Pat, chair.
Wrestling here at 66 in the red, that's Ben Sanchez. USA number 2, and wrestling the blue is Edgaras Vincatus of Lithuania. 45 seconds in, Venkatis is controlling the action with the tie-ups. He's got Sanchez hanging his head, looking for a front headlock there. Controlling the hands. Sanchez is trying to adjust to get himself to where he's in the control.
Four.
Getting back on the clinch here. 30 seconds left. Sanchez has got to score on Venkatis here to win the period. He's got a nice lock. Let's see if he can capitalize off of this. Switching off into a headlock, front headlock. He's going to get two. Good execution on the move, and a guy that just placed 7th at the Olympics. Sanchez is going to walk away with a 2-0 win in period 1.
Pat, we can take it from him.
Score of the dual meet is 4-3. Reasons for that is that Julens for Team USA 2 did score in that last match. So it was not a 3-0 classification win for Lithuania. It was a 3-1. Bit of a commotion going on mat number 1. Officials are trying to figure position here, points. As far as I can say, I can't see anybody challenge anything. Sanchez just needs his best defense for 30 seconds here. He's going to take a win for Team USA 2 if he can hold off Venkatis. Again, Venkatis did place 7th at the 2012 Olympics in London. Venkatis is looking to set up a nice gut left here. Gut wrench attempt. Trying to get Sanchez to commit one way, overcommit one way so he could go to the other way. And he is not going to score. Ben Sanchez is going to get a 3-0 classification win here over Venkatis. That's going to increase the lead for Team USA 2 up to 7-3. 74 kilos in the red. Jake Fisher once again for Team USA 2 in the blue. I'm going to guess that's pronounced Ibidis Sikas. Let's call him Sikas. Last name looks simple enough to pronounce.
Four.
Jake Fisher coming strong here at the top position.
Four.
Jake Fisher winning the first period 4-0. Takedown for Jake Fisher. Already up with one period. Looking to take another victory for Team USA 2 here in their last and final bout of the day. Mat number 2. Shows no improvement from his in the top position. Official calls them both up. So yours or mine? Oh.
Four.
No, they already got a
Keep going. No, keep going.
throw a challenge block at you, Maul.
4. Time.
Jake Fisher with the 1-0 win in the period 2. That's going to be a 3-0 classification win for Team USA. They're going to be up 10-3 over Lithuania with 3 bouts to go.
Smiling.
84 kilos, wrestling the red. That's Peter Hicks, Team USA 2. In the blue, that is Alexander Kazakevich of Lithuania. It's going to be a good test here for Peter Hicks. This is a bronze medalist from the Olympics in 2012. "30 seconds go here in the first period. No score. We're going to go to the clinch. Hicks is on top. Has to score against Kazakevich of Lithuania here. Once again, Kazakevich is an Olympic bronze medalist. Strong defense by Kazakevich here. He's going to make sure he doesn't crawl out of bounds. If he does, that is a flea in the mat. No points for Hicks. That gives a 1 point for Kazakevich to win the first period. One point for the push-up for Kazakevich. Nice throw by, going right into kind of a bull rush just right off the mat there. Peter Hicks knows he's down. He has nothing to lose here. He's going to go hard. Peter Hicks usually has pretty good strong position, but Kazakevich much stronger, controlling the action here. Not letting Hicks in anywhere. He's gone to the underhook. He's going to use this to his advantage. Big throw over there on mat number 1 at 84 kilos. Jordan Holmgren thrown by, I believe that is Sahidi from Sweden. .29 seconds remain in the second period. This is going to be a 3-0 classification win for Lithuania. Hicks wrestled strong, but not good enough to beat the Olympic bronze medalist here from Lithuania, Kazakevich. Team score is now 10-6, still in favor of Team USA 2.
5-10. 5-10. Pat wanted to know.
Wrestling the red, Pete Gunnaridis, Team USA number 2, and the blue, Vilius Laurinaitis from Lithuania. Laurinaitis, highly decorated young wrestler, only 20 years old. He is a FILA Junior World Champion in 2012. He did wrestle in an Olympic qualification tournament, finishing 5th. .30 seconds in, or 30 seconds left in the first period, no score. That means red's on top, blue's on bottom. Gunnaridis has the score here against Laurinaitis. Gunnaridis looking to hook up that gut wrench hard. He's going to expose him. That's going to be in danger. 2 points for Gunnaridis over Laurinaitis here in the first period. Gunnaridis wins the first period 2-0. Gunnaridis coming out of his corner, being coached by Bruce Robinson of the WCAP program. Ooh, nice shuck by attempt by Laurinaitis. Another try with that shuck by. Gunnaridis, all he's got to do is not get scored upon, and he's got himself a win here. Chance here to beat a FILA Junior World Champion. Once again, he's got to get moving. Not enough movement. He got 1 and 1. That last point score is Gunnaridis means he's got the advantage here if he doesn't get scored upon here in the next 5 seconds. Laurinaitis getting a little physical there, and Gunnaridis is going to push him away. It's going to be a 3-1 classification win for Team USA too. It's going to move the score to 13-7. Basically clinching the dual meet for Team USA 2. We're down here the last match of the day here. For those watching at home, we definitely invite you to come watch the championships of the Metro. Colorado Springs Metro Championships will be starting at 6 p.m. our time Mountain, which is in about 40 minutes. It's Donlinger.
They got to do it up there.
Blue.
They got a corner. Oh, because Bettis got hurt. Gray shirt. In the chair, behind Cody. Bettis. Erickson got hurt against Sweden. Over here? After he hit. After.
Sorry about that, fans. We had a change in the roster. They brought over Donlinger from Team 4 to Team 2. Regular heavyweight here, Toby Erickson, sitting out with an injury. Other than that, he's enjoying some vacation time from all the free flights he got from Johan Uren earlier on. A lot of commotion coming down from mat 1. Kaylor Williams throwing Frederick Schoen around. You got a 4-0 lead there in the first period, taking him out of parterre. Looks like Kaylor Williams looking to finish his day strong. Good day here for Ethan Donlinger. He's not only wrestled heavyweight now, 96 is normal weight, but he's also wrestled 84. He's covered nearly half the weights in the international styles. Trying to front body lock. Goes in the blue, that is Madaugas Mizgaitis of Lithuania. Mizgaitis just looks amused at the attempt by Donlinger. No, and he's definitely a lot bigger than his opponent. But you got to give your credit to Donlinger for trying something. Here we go, period 2. Mizgaitis leading 1 period to 0 versus Donlinger. Donlinger's best chance to win this match is to get out savvy his opponent. He's definitely not going to outpower him. I don't know what the weigh-in between these two, but McDade looks like he's got about 50 pounds on Donlinger. One point from Mizgaitis, just pushing Donlinger out. One point, Mizgaitis. It's up 2-0. He's going to get another 2 points for the gut wrench, and that's going to end it right there. Donlinger doesn't want to give up a pin. He's just grabbing legs. Win by tech fall. There's going to be a 3-0 win for Lithuania. The final score is going to be 13-10. Team USA 2. That's off for Donlinger not only moving down a weight class, but also moving up. Well, folks, that's the conclusion here on mat number 2 for the Jack Pinto Cup. We'll see you next weekend at the Dave Schultz. Hope you'll tune in. And once again, 6 o'clock our time in the mountain. It's about 32 minutes. We'll have the Metro Championships going. Thank you.
You guys are done.
We are done. We're done now.
They got. He's on his last match.
96 kilos. Noni, thanks. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Travel safely. Good luck tomorrow.
I don't have one. Scott? Nice job by everybody. Nice job.
Be nice.
Where are you going, to Metro?
Well, I'm going to try to get over there in time, but I don't know if I can or not.
You're going to try to get over there what?
In time.
What time are the finals?
6 o'clock.